So when you're looking at the Tao, you have to remember these were very, very crude times. Like in the Tao, there's a lot of like references to genitals and to like all these like very, very fleshy things, like human mundane things. Like you got to remember that it's like, remember Zhuangzi said that like when his disciple asked him where Tao is, he said it's in the rocks, it's in dirt. And he's like, oh, it's that low? And it's like, yeah, it's in the worms. And he's like, it's that low? And then he's like, it's in your shit. And then he was just like, because like that's what Taoism is. It's like finding the beauty and the substance in shit. Like you got to remember, Taoism is this philosophy that's so like realistically crude. Let me say that.
Okay.
And so like when you say 天地之始, it's like it's the embryo of heaven and earth, which in the beginning with Chinese philosophy and Chinese thought in general, especially back in the day, 天地 is everything in the universe. So you have heaven and earth, and that's the entire universe.
That's the whole thing. Yeah.
But the problem is, and this is an interesting problem with sci-fi, is now we know that there's a 天地 outside of 天地. So there's a heaven and earth outside of heaven and earth. And so how do Chinese people cope with that? It's the same thing over here. Like when we found out that there was things outside of earth, that messed with our thought.
Yeah.
You know, and that messes with Chinese people's thoughts. So it's like, so with this sentence, like,